Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Bri, and today I'm going to do a little bit of a reading slash rant, and I just wanted to bring something to your attention that has always bothered me since I started reading on YouTube. Um, it's almost been exactly a year now. I started last year in May. And one thing that I noticed as soon as I started reading was how obsessive and how addictive watching readings can be. And I did a warning video on my channel a long time ago, just kind of letting people know, because as a reader and as a nurse, I really do feel a strong responsibility for people and the well-being of people and the health of people. And even though I read tarot, just because something is there and just because something is available doesn't mean you should do it, right? Like, just because there's a lot of food available, does that mean you should eat it? Just because there's alcohol available, does that mean you should drink it? Same thing with tarot. Just because there's a lot of videos available, does that mean you should consume all of them? Fill in the blank, okay? So I just wanted to kind of give a little PSA, just kind of letting you know that, you know, just because something is there doesn't mean you need to interact with it, doesn't mean you need to consume it, because what you consume is who you are, okay? And I'm very, very upfront and blunt about this on my channel, okay? Especially if you've worked with me privately, if you do coaching with me, or if you've done any of my programs, you know this, okay? And I really don't want you to get stuck somewhere that you don't need to be, okay? And as you guys have seen, if you've been rocking with me for a long time, I've changed. My channel has changed. I'm evolved. My life is evolving. And that same transformation that I'm having is the same transformation that is available and possible to you, but you have to evolve with the cycles and you have to change, okay? So that's just kind of what I wanted to come on here and say today is, you know, just because you can get on YouTube and you have literally thousands and thousands and thousands of readings to watch, does that mean you should spend thousands and thousands and thousands of hours watching them? No, it doesn't. I highly recommend, my recommendation is to stick with, you know, 1 to 2 readers who truly resonates with you, not just a reader that says what you want to hear that makes you feel better, but one that really tells you what you need to hear. There's a difference between what you want to hear and there's a difference between what you need to hear. Okay, and the person that's for you, because, you know, I know that I'm real and I keep it straight up, but I may not be for you. You may not be on my path. You may not be resonating with my message and my viewpoint, but that's the direction that I'm heading in, and it's working really well for me. And when something works well for me, I'm not stingy, I'm not selfish. I want to share it with everyone, okay? So if you can find, you know, 1 to 2 people who you really, really, really resonate with, stick with them, and then get a private reading, okay? Get a private reading. General readings literally can be for one person, yet they can have thousands of people watching them, thinking that it's for them. Get a reading with someone who you trust. That's really how you're going to know where you're at. It's really good to get some perspective into your situation and know where you really are, okay? Even if a reading is pricey, make the investment, because think about it, it's your life. You can either keep watching these readings for years and years and years, or you can pay whatever that reader is charging and get off the cycle, you know? So not to toot my own horn, but toot, you know, people who come to me for readings, we really get you on the right track so you can get on the direction that you need to go. And that's the type of person that I am, is I'm going to tell you what you need to hear so you can get where you need to go. But I also understand fully that some people like the darkness, some people like the dysfunction, you know, and if that's you, That's you. That's your life. But, you know, on this channel, we're moving forward. There's so many changes coming. I can't wait to share them with you guys. I can't wait to bring you guys along with me on the journey. So if you aren't already subscribed, please do make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. And if you're subscribed to my channel and you don't resonate with my messages, then unsubscribe. You're doing yourself a disservice, okay? So you got to do what's best for you, you know, always. So let's go ahead and let's get into the daily reading for the day, which, you know, I do these readings when I feel that they are necessary. Okay. Okay, we just had the Nine of Cups pop out as the overall energy. I do these readings when I feel they're super necessary. You know, I used to do them daily, but you know, I just wasn't resonating with them. So I'm just gonna do them when I feel called to. Okay. There's tons of other content on my channel that is good for you. Okay. So most important messages for the day. With the Nine of Cups here, that's already come out, I feel like there's a huge, let's just pull the cards and we'll talk about it, okay? Two of Wands, Headspace, Son of Wands, or Knight of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Two of Swords, okay? Bottom of the deck, we've got the Three of Swords in reverse. So, yeah, it's like you have to make a decision, okay? And that's in your outcome here. Sometimes you have to make a decision to get out of something that is not working with you, okay? Attachments are huge. Attachment is huge. And where a lot of attachment stems from is your relationship with your parents, okay? So if you've had a complicated relationship with your parents, you know, you really, really want to prioritize looking into that, okay? Now, I feel that those of you who have realized that you've been on a pain train, those of you who have realized that you maybe have been not optimizing your life and you're ready to do that, that is what you have the opportunity to do moving forward. And I've been talking about this leading up, you know, to this, letting you guys know like changes are coming, and like we're really in the midst of those changes. This year is really a year that you can liberate yourself from things that are painful, but you have to make that decision, okay? You have to make that decision. Everything is good right now. Three of Swords in reverse. In reverse, not upright. Like, yay! You know, this is better when it's in the reverse, okay? Because you can really put the past in the past, and any decisions that you make, you can feel confident about the decisions. Nine of Cups in the overall energy, like, give yourself a pat on the back, congratulate yourself. Like you've been doing all the right things. You've been doing all the right things. And likely you're already at this point where you're like, I'm good. Like life is good. I'm chilling. I've got everything that I need. I'm exactly where I need to be. I have a lot of gratitude for that. Okay. Like truly and honestly, everything is great. Like, if you haven't taken a second to say thank you for your blessings, like, take that second right now. Pause this video. Take that second. Write down in the comment what you're grateful for, what you're thankful for. Like, everything is fine. Everything is fine. Two of Wands here, you can look towards the future. You can start planning for what it is you want to have. A lot of karma has been cleared, you know, but what happens a lot is people will be out of their chains and still act like they're in chains. And it's like you have to wake up and you have to get into the present moment and realize that you don't have to be chained by the circumstances of your past. Like, your past is a past. It happened for a reason. It needed to happen. It needed to teach you stuff. But you have two choices, okay? You can either take what you've learned and say, oh, me, and I'm a victim, and this happened. Or you can say, oh, that happened? Great. Thank you. I'm empowered. I'm going to take what I learned and I'm going to do better. I'm going to help people. I'm going to move forward and I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen again. That's the decision that you have to make here. But that's your decision, right? Like, no one's going to make that decision for you. But what I'm telling you right now is that you have a choice to do that. So you can either choose to stay stuck or you can choose to move forward. And I very well know that some people will choose to stay stuck because they like their dysfunction. Their dysfunction is comfortable. It's where they operate best, you know, and unfortunately, if you're around people like that, like, there's just really nothing you can do to get them out of their dysfunction besides be an example. So that's the choice that you have to make, is how do you want to move forward? But you have to pick. Like, you can't be like, oh, I don't know, I'm not sure. Like, you have to choose. And once you choose, like, normally the Three of Swords kind of is like that, like, guilt hangover from making a decision. But this decision you can feel super confident about. Okay? The High Priestess here, Son of Wands, and how you're feeling. You know, go with your heart. Go with what you're passionate about. Like, that is what you have to do. No matter how that makes other people feel. It doesn't matter. Like, really and honestly, other people's opinions of you or what they think of you or feel about you does not matter. That does not have anything to do with you. And the people who, like, really do matter, they will... If you're doing something wrong, they will tell you to your face. They will be direct. They will confront you head on. So if people are chattering on the side or not saying things to you, like, up front, then that's their problem, okay? And you don't have to worry about that. Where to focus is on the High Priestess. Focus on yourself and your connection and your relationship with Spirit, God, the universe, whatever you want to use. That is what is most important, okay? That is what is most important. And when you're in alignment, when you're truly in alignment, head, heart, body, mind, spirit, soul, all of that, there's no noise, okay? There's no noise. And a lot of you, I feel like you got a lot of noise going on in your head, and it's like, you've just got to silence it. You've got to find a way to silence it. But you have to do that. It's your decision. Like, everything is your choice, truly and honestly. Like, people have choices and decisions, and you can make a decision in a split second. You can choose to be happy in a split second. You can choose to be sad in a split second. You can choose anything you want to do. Like, you are in control. You are in charge. And it just depends on how you choose to live your life. But I'm telling you guys that right now, you really do have an opportunity right now to, you know, to be whatever and whoever you want to be, but you have to have the strength and power to do that, okay? So let's go ahead and let's get a message from the universe here. Most important messages for my subscribers. What do they need to know? What do they need to hear? Okay, perfect. This goes perfectly with the High Priestess being in where you need to focus for the day. Bottom of the deck, it says, when I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. So your level of happiness, your level of success, your level of everything in life really depends on your level of faith in the universe. So if you have a lot of faith and trust in the universe, then, like, life is good. Truly and honestly, you know, It's when you doubt and you don't have faith. That's when things really don't go as well, okay? The card that comes out is the more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. So again, it really all comes back to your faith. And what is your relationship with the universe? What is your relationship like with God? What is your relationship like with the spirit? You know, and more than any relationship that we talk about, you know, there's so many relationship and love readings out there, you guys. Like, more than any relationship, you should be worrying about your relationship with spirit, with God, with the universe first, because that is your source. That is where everything's going to come out of. So if you don't have a good relationship there, you can guarantee that all your other relationships will be trash, okay? Straight up. Like, they will be trash. So be honest with yourself. It has nothing to do with me. Like, I know where I stand and I know my relationship. Where do you stand? Where do you stand? That's what you honestly want to look at and think about today. And it's not where you stand in the public. Where do you stand in private? You know, it's not about what you do on the outside world. It's about what you do on the inside world. That's what really matters the most, okay? You can't fool God. You can't fool the universe. You may be able to deceive people, but you cannot deceive God. Okay? You cannot deceive the universe. The universe knows exactly what you're thinking, feeling, all of that. So that's just something to really, really, really think about and really, really, really consider. Okay? So thank you guys so much for watching this. I really appreciate all of you who are, you know, faithful to me, who are loyal to me, who stand by me. I see you. I always see you, even though I don't say anything. I see you. I appreciate you. And I'm genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I wish you the best. And there's only so much that I can do, right? Like, I'm only one person. I can't be everything. I genuinely wish everyone the best, but what I also know is that you have to have action alongside what it is that you want to manifest, okay? So I want to see more action takers. I want to see more initiative takers. I want to see you guys going out. Like, I want to see you guys taking pictures traveling. I want to see you guys taking pictures at seminars. I want to see you guys taking pictures reading books and eating healthy. Like, literally, send them to me. Tag me on Instagram. Like, whatever. Start a YouTube channel. Like, I want to see people taking action. That's my whole thing, okay? I'm not just here to feed you a bunch of stuff to pump you up. I want to then see you take it and then go do something with your life, okay? All right, so that was your reading for the day. Again, I'll do these when I feel called, when I feel necessary. But if you would like a private reading with me, check the information down below. If there's no availability, get in contact with me. I have a lot of little projects I'm working on behind the scenes, so I may or may not open up my calendar, so just get in contact with me, okay? All right, so have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.